Okay, everybody, welcome back to the vlogs. If you're just stumbling upon this video, my name is Elizabeth. I run this channel with my husband, Bobby. And tonight we are going to be filming a night in our life routine. So, I don't know. We're just going to do a normal nighttime video and see what ends up happening.
Let's get into it. So, do they know, have we told them that we don't drink and stuff?
Probably.
Fair enough. Well, for those of you who don't know, Elizabeth and I haven't been drinking in the last couple years. How many years it's been?
5.
Yeah, 5. And occasionally I miss the taste of wine, so occasionally I'll get non-alcoholic bottles of wine, which in the grand scheme of the tasting of wine, they kind of stink compared to actual wine.
But the beers are good.
The beers are pretty decent, but I mean, from what I remember, I mean, it's still not quite as good. But there's definitely some really good, like, alternatives, I guess. I mean, stuff is getting better and better and closer. And I hadn't had non-alcoholic wine in a while. And my favorite type was Cab.
Ew!
Elizabeth never liked wine. But anyway, I found this one at Whole Foods. And it's actually not bad. It's better than, you know, some of the stuff I remember.
Don't like it. It's sour. It's tart.
Yeah, well, I liked wine. I liked alcohol. Like, I like the taste of alcohol a lot. Elizabeth has never been that way. She's always only drank it to ever get drunk. But yeah, so.
Did you get the garlic?
Yeah, these
Caps?
are like these like garlic stuffed olives. Got some salami, and then I got this cheese too.
So are we doing like charcutes?
Yeah, I was planning on doing like a little. This is the cheese that I got. And then the olives are just from like the Mediterranean bar. And then this is the salami, which I don't know if that's focusing.
Are we doing a taco bowl tonight? We got mixed vibes.
Yeah, I think so.
I went to Joey's for lunch and I had the Mediterranean bowl. It was really yummy, but I'm not super hungry right now.
I'm not super hungry either, and I wanted to munch on this stuff.
Bobby was a loser and he forgot to put the sheets in the dryer, even though I called him and said put the sheets in the dryer.
Yeah, but in my defense, you called me as I was stepping into the shower. So it's understandable I would slip my mind.
Anyways, I need to decide if I'm going to go to spin. What time is it?
Did you not just get dressed for it?
Yeah, but I like want to clean the house and like have kind of like a cozy vibe. Like I don't know that I want to go get sweaty and then have to come home and shower and like.
Well, I believe your pent-up energy has been on the higher end today.
I've been a little feisty, to put it lightly.
So I don't think it's the worst idea to get a sweater.
Give me that.
I just cut it for me. We could split it. You have the bigger piece.
Mmm. Mmm. Mmm.
Look good.
Yum.
So it's like this 3-pepper Gouda.
It's Gouda, 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 Gouda. That Gouda's Gouda.
You're a dork.
Do you think that'd be good on nachos?
No. I got Mexican cheese.
But it has chilies in it. It's a 3 chili pepper cheese.
Well, I didn't get it for nachos. I got it for what we're doing right now.
Okay, wait,
Why are
sorry.
you putting your foot on the counter while we eat?
What time is it?
Basically 5.
Okay, I'm gonna go to spin. Okay, I'm gonna try and do a really quick tidy and then I'm gonna go to my spin class, I think. I think I'll be happy I went. Sometimes it's hard to get there, especially when it's kind of like a cloudy day and you just wanna relax. Okay, quick tidy. Best gummy ever. Okay, this is like the last thing on earth I want to do right now. But I've been having a really hard time sleeping at night. and I just washed the sheets, and I'm hoping like maybe if I work out at night and then I wash our sheets, like I'll be able to sleep a little bit better. I don't know. It's worth a shot. So we're going to go ahead and do it. I got in the car. There's no turning back now. It's 30 minutes. I can do 30 minutes of spin today. Get yourself there. Like on the days you don't want to go, you just have to get yourself there and power through. So come suffer with me. Okay, I just got back from my spin class and it was good. 30 minutes I think was just perfect amount of time. I'm gonna hop in the shower now and then I think I'll start making some dinner. Okay, so I am out of the shower now and it's only 6:30, but I did decide to just put on my pajamas because I'm not going anywhere the rest of the night and I just wanna be cozy. So I figured since this is my nighttime routine, I would kind of include my skincare in it because I am a big skincare junkie and I get all of my skincare medical grade, meaning I get it from like spas, dermatologists, estheticians, and I'm a firm believer in that. I feel like products from Sephora or other places just don't work as well. There's a lot of like really crappy ingredients in them and I have always struggled with acne and have very sensitive skin. So for me, as soon as I switched over to medical grade, my skin cleared up tremendously. I have two brands that I really love and they are Circadia and DMK. Both of them I highly recommend. But I start with the Circadia White Veil Brightener, and I use this only at night. And then the only one that the only skincare product I don't get directly from a spa is my Curology. And Curology has worked really well for me. I'm sure most of you are familiar with it. You take a quiz online and then they tell you, you send in like pictures of your skin and what you're struggling with, and then they come up with like a formula that works well for your skin, and then they check in with you and you can tailor it as needed, but mine has always been really great. So I use that. And then the rest of my products are all by DMK. So my first one that I use is my Beta Gen. And I use this every other night because too much of this product can actually have the opposite effect and can cause breakouts. So I found for me personally, every other night works really well. I have a lot of friends who use DMK. Some of them use it every night, others don't. Again, like I think with skincare, I love watching people's skincare videos and learning about products, but I think it's just so hard because it's like what works really well for one person might not work for another just because our skin is all so different. It's literally an organ in our body. So it's not like it's going to be the same for everyone across the board. But I do think that these products are really great. For my moisturizer, I don't use a traditional moisturizer in the sense that I don't use a cream. Our skin is composed of primarily water and oil, which is why I have a water mist and then an oil that I put on directly after. And because it's the same consistency or however you say it of your skin, it makes it a lot easier for your skin to absorb it. So I do that. And you don't have to wait for the water to dry on your skin before you put the oil drops in. You can just go right for it. I normally do like 2 little drops and then I just pat it into my skin. I only use the oil at night though. I don't use it in the morning because too much oil like the Beta Gen can be problematic. So I just use it at night, but you can use it in the morning too if you like the more dewy look on your skin. For me, sometimes I feel like it makes my skin look a little bit greasy. And then while I kind of wait for that to set in, I do my Grande Lash MD on my lashes. I have to do it in the mirror because it's too hard. But I have just had kind of thin short eyelashes for most of my life. And so I found that this product has really, really helped me. So I've been loving that. And then normally I put on night firming cream, but I am sadly all out of that. So I need to run down to Golden Bubble and pick some more up. Golden Bubble is where I get my facials and all my skincare. But the bummer is that because I'm out of like my cream, I don't have anything to put my tanning drops, like mix them in with. So I guess we're skipping that step tonight. But yeah, that was the skincare. Now I'm gonna go ahead and I think I'm gonna put the sheets on the bed next.
I've been trying to tell you, I've been dying to tell you, when you're out of myself, I want you out of myself. And when we'll leave all the parties, when we're not in our bodies, when we're up in a spaceship, that's when I feel the greatest. I made a wish on an eyelash, made a wish on 11s, made a wish on my birthday. Talk about you to heaven. I plan my days all around you, planets orbit around you. I was lost till I found you. I think angels surround 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 you.
Okay, next up we are going to put away some laundry. Very productive evening tonight.
I've been trying to tell you, I've been dying to tell you, you're the one that I need, and you're taking off on my weakness. Driving back from the airport, staring back on a dance floor, laughing about things that we hate. That's when I feel the greatest. Made a wish on an eyelash, made a wish on 11s, made a wish on my birthday.
Okay, that was perfect timing. Bobby just called and said dinner's ready. So let's go join him in the kitchen. Bobby made taco bowls for dinner tonight. Mmm. Yum.
Not bad.
Tiptoed in a room. I know you got to have your rest. She says, come lay beside me. I've been waiting since you left. She's sweet to me. Must be the luckiest man alive. Did I tell you, baby, you are the joy of my life?
Did you tell them about the video?
No,
Jesus, what are you doing?
I don't know.
You got some friggin' updates. Hit them with the dates.
Wait, hold on. I'm trying to start the next load of laundry first, so you hit him.
I'm cleaning up. I'll let you hit them. And I'll provide witty banter and commentary.
Do you remember you used to be the primary one who was like the vlogger? Like you were the one that like led everything. You were the one that talked to the camera. You were the one that shot the shots. And now you're like shy guy.
I'm not shy.
Kind of are.
I'm not shy. I'm supportive in your efforts.
Well, it's not the Elizabeth Andrews channel. It's still Elizabeth and Bobby. So maybe I should change it.
Let's not get carried away here.
Okay, anyways, we actually do have two really big announcements. One is actually not an announcement that we were planning on saying at all, but these IBC cream sodas are the shit. Okay, when Bobby and I like first started dating, we lived in California and we had a little apartment together, and we got hooked on these IBC cream sodas, and our nighttime routine way back then was we would always have a cream soda and we would drink the cold cream soda in the hot tub every night, and it was like pretty like perfect.
It was about as perfect as it gets.
But now that we live in Seattle, I feel like not a lot of places have hot tubs like they do in California. But the cream soda just made a comeback recently. It had probably been years since we had them. When we got married, it was like off of our radar. But that would have been such a good like drink to have, because that's so, I feel like cream sodas are our drink. Anyways, more exciting announcements. Number one, we are going to Salt Lake City in October, and that should be really fun. Bobby actually picked the destination, and I kind of like kept my lips sealed because I didn't want to like influence it too much, but I'm very excited to go into Salt Lake City because I am the biggest stan of Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. It is that and Real Housewives of New Jersey are my two favorite franchises, so I'm excited to be going there. They also have a swig, which I'm excited because I feel like a lot of influencers live in either Utah, Phoenix, places where they have swigs. And
what is a swig?
It's like, I think it's because they're in places where there's a lot of Mormons, and Mormons don't drink coffee. And so what they do instead is they started like these soda shops where you put like coffee creamer and like these syrups in the drinks. And I started doing it at home, and it's like super yummy. That's how I came up with like the diet root beer with the vanilla coffee creamer. So Swig is like one of those places. So I got to get a Princess Peach when I'm at Swig. But anyways, we rented this really pretty cabin like out in the woods, and we're going to be staying there for 3 nighs. So that should be fun. And then I think that we're also going to Oregon near the end of September to spend some time with family. And then we're doing both holidays in San Francisco with Bobby's family this year, Thanksgiving and Christmas. So we have a lot of fun little travels coming up. Coco! And then Bobby also is going to Phoenix, Arizona. So you'll also be having a vlog of a girls' sleepover weekend with me and Tara, because I'm not staying in the house alone because I'm a weenie pot pie. So Tara's going to come and spend the night with me, thank God.
I'm so not excited to go to Phoenix.
You aren't?
Well, I'm excited to be with my coworkers and stuff, but I'm not excited that Phoenix is like 110 degrees right now.
Oh, yeah.
I'm ready for fall. I don't want 110 degree weather.
Yeah, that's not really up your alley. And then our other really happy, exciting news is that if you guys watched our vlogs, or we posted a standalone video about it too, but our videographer had called us and he was like in tears himself, saying that he lost all of our wedding footage. So we were like devastated, and hold on, yeah, thank you. And he told us that he was gonna send it to one more person, but that he had already sent it to like 3 other people who were not able to recover the footage. So he was thinking it wasn't gonna work, and we just figured if he's calling us crying and telling us our wedding footage is gone, it's probably gone, you know? But by miracle of all miracles, this guy recovered all of our wedding footage, every last thing. So we are super, super happy and grateful about that. He said it should be a month until we get it. We're obviously going to be posting it, but I'm just, yeah, you guys know how sad that I was and how sad Bobby was. So that's going to be really awesome. Follow up, Bob Staruni. What are you doing right now?
Waiting for you to stop vlogging so I can finish doing the dishes.
Okay. I'm going to stop vlogging so he can do the dishes.
Yeah, yeah. Listening to my old songs back when I would talk about things that hadn't happened yet, but now I get to talk about. Just got back from South Beach, Collins Ave Shore Club. Always celebrating what I wanna see more of. Took my mom with me, let her soak up all the sunshine. Let her watch her rain stop, all because her sunshine. That's what I call foresight, that's what I call manifesting.
Alright guys, so I'm going to show you real quickly how I've been making my coffee lately. So for those of you who don't know this about me, I'm honestly very, very into coffee. And I do everything from like pour over to this machine right here to, you know, espresso to just kind of whatever. I'm very into coffee. And currently, because it's been so hot the last couple months, I've been really into cold brew with this new coffee maker that we got from our wedding. And so this is the Breville Barista Pro, and it's kind of unique in the sense that it's like a regular drip coffee machine, but it has a ton of different settings, and it lets you customize everything from like the water temperature to the flow rate to bloom time to all these like crazy in-depth detailed things. But one of the things it does is it makes really good cold brew. So essentially there's a ratio that you weigh out and grind up. This is also the grinder that I'm using, which is called the Fellow Ode 2 or 3 or something like that. It's the Fellow Ode, you can look it up. But it's a really nice coffee maker, or coffee grinder. And then as far as the coffee beans, I kind of switch it up all the time. I've been really obsessed with this particular coffee lately. I think it makes really good cold brew, but they were sold out of it, so I got a different one from the same brand. I believe you can get some of the coffee that this brand makes at like Whole Foods, but I prefer to get it at Met Market if you have those around you, just because there's a lot of different options there for the same brand. There's also a bunch of other good brands, but this is just kind of the one I've been using lately. So the first piece is I have my scale. So, like I said, I have this little scale. I take this little cup, put that there, tare it to 0. Then for the cold brew, you do 100 grams. Okay, so 100 grams of beans. Another thing too is if you grind your coffee and you notice that it creates some static from your grinder, I saw a good trick in a YouTube video where basically if you take a silverware item and you get it a little wet and then you basically stir it around the beans, when you grind the beans, there's no static when it pours out the bottom. That may be a little niche of a tip for you, but a lot of beans. And then for cold brew, you want it to be a little bit more coarse than fine, because you're brewing it overnight. And so I have mine set to like a little past 10 on here, and I've done it at all different kind of notches, and this is what I found to be the best tasting, but I'm gonna let this grind. Okay, so now that it's done, the last thing is it has this little lever on the side where if you flick it, it kind of shakes the rest of the ground up coffee down. And then as you can see, very little coffee around the top. If I didn't put the water on there, this would have been kind of coated in coffee. It's weird. I don't really know why. But if you tap that out, then you have your perfectly ground coffee. Okay, so next piece, take the little carafe thing, put a filter in there. You go ahead and take your ground coffee. And then once you get it all in there, I usually give it a shake so it kind of like evens it out. Now next up, I'm going to fill it up with water to that line where it says max, because that's the most you can do for cold brew. And then the other piece is setting how long you want the cold brew to be brewing for. So given it is currently 8 p.m. here and I'm getting up at 6 a.m., that's going to be, what is that, 10 hours? Yeah, so 10 hours. So you come here and you can adjust how long you want it to brew for. Oops. And then set it to 10 hours. And then once you hit go, that's going to go ahead and filter the water into the carafe, into the coffee, where it'll then brew cold for 10 hours and then dump down here at exactly 6 a.m. So then I can pour it over ice and get the day going. Let's go ahead and add water. Sweet. Put the lid on, slide it in here, and hit that button. And then you'll hear it start. Coffee shall be ready in the morning. What are you doing?
It's literally, I'm dying. It's so hot. I only need you for one piece of this, then I can move all of the furniture. Well, actually, I'm not positive because I don't know if it's gonna move. But our rug keeps like moving and getting bunched up because I wasn't able to get the rug pad on it very well because I tried doing it by myself, and you really have to have two people to make sure that the rug gets laid on top of this flat, and then it's really easy to accidentally get the rug pad bunched up, and then you can tell because the rug's so thin, there's like little bumps in it. So you just have to get it, lay the rug on top. I rolled it up like that because you want to kind of place it down on the middle and then try and roll it out from the side. So Bobby and I will pick it up and then we'll just kind of drop it in the middle of the rug pad and then roll out both sides. Oh wait, no, you can't do that, can you? Because it rolls from one way. You know what I mean?
Well, can't we just roll it out on top of this? I don't understand what the problem is. If you roll it out, I could see if you laid it, like lifted it and tried to relay it down where it could get stuck and stuff.
Okay. I think so. Okay. Hope it's gonna be long enough to cover this end. I'm gonna scream. Just barely. So then you want to make sure that this line is kind of even. Does that look about right? Or I feel like I should pull it this way maybe a little bit.
Like even to the room?
Like maybe right there feels about right. Does it look straight to you? Like a straight square? Does it look tilted at all?
That looks straight to me. Am I just dumb? I think that's straight.
No, I think that's straight too. Okay, so then I think I'm gonna move this down a tiny, and then I think this couch can come to the side a little bit, and then that one will come over a little bit too.
There's my rings. Wedding ring. I don't want to lose that.
Probably have it be that much over. The biggest thing is with our door. Is that gonna be, that's too tight, so it's gotta come in even more.
I feel like a schlub just watching you.
That's okay. This one comes in nice and tight. One of these days we have to hook them. These pieces can connect. Did you know that?
Yeah, I think with the rate that you move things around, I don't think it's a lot of sense. Cool? Cool. Tisk, tisk, tisk.
Ken, I have a question about...
I'm not arguing with you about the speaker.
I have a question. It's just a question.
No. We're done talking about the speaker.
Is this height adjustable?
It's not.
All I can say is when you go, leave on that trip for Phoenix, see ya! You're never seeing those bitches again.
This is like $1,000 worth of speakers. You're not getting rid of these.
I totally am, though. Will you do the little tuck, how you do?
What are you talking about? What tuck?
The cord tuck.
It's just, you just put it behind this up.
You said it was complicated.
It's really not complicated. You literally just put it right there.
You're the one who said it was complicated.
Maybe I thought it would be too complicated for you to...
Okay, I don't know if this is where I go wrong, but
And then you just shove this stuff under here. Magical tuck. Look at me, the magic tucker. I'm a mother tucker.
Okay, the last thing I want to do tonight, and we'll have done everything I wanted to do. Hang that motherfucking picture. Or maybe a little lower. A little lower. I guess I do prefer it tight. Like, I kind of want it to be, like, hanging in the middle. Yeah, it should be good.
Hell?
What?
I don't know, it won't go through.
Maybe we have to go a little higher or lower. Maybe that's a stud. I want to be the only stud in the room. Can we do the little light on top or not?
You want to put that there, really? Dude, this is such a shitty photo.
I know. Yeah, I think that looks good. And then do the little light. Why? Do you not think that looks good?
No, I can't really tell. I'm like really close to it. I just think the frame is the piece of shit. But
The frame's a mega piece of shit. No, I think that looks really nice.
I think the light should go over the Pokemon card wall in
No.
the office.
No.
Not bad. What are you doing, Coco? You need to go bathroom.
Hi, Moosh. Okay, friends, that concludes our nightly routine fall vlog. In truth, most of our nights aren't really that productive, but you know, we got a lot done in this one, and I feel like it's gonna feel so good to wake up in the morning and everything's clean and good.
I think we do the majority of what we did on a regular basis. We usually cook something. We usually do all the clean up.
Well, I normally don't vacuum at night, and
Yeah.
I guess I normally don't, I mean, it's not every night that I change the sheets on, like, our bed. And
Something on your chin.
And it's not every night that we hang up a piece of art or fix our rug. But he's right, like, we do normally cook and clean and do, like, the kind of closing shift and stuff. So, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.